Today's question: what does it take to earn the stamp, "Well done"? When you're given a job to do, is it enough to just complete the task? Does that mean that your job is well done? We saw last week that no one is justified by the works of the law, but by faith in Jesus Christ. For by the works of the law, no flesh shall be justified. Galatians 2:16. But we also read in Ephesians 2:10, we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. So God has prepared works for us to do, and we want to be sure that we do well the things that He asks of us. Some folks are precision detailers in almost everything they do. From start to finish, everything has to be just so according to their standards. Others have more of a good enough mentality. The less effort, the better. But when we truly want to earn the stamp of well done, what should be included on our checklist? The Apostle Paul wrote to Titus, his younger co-worker, remind the believers to submit to the government and its officers. They should be obedient, always ready to do what is good. They must not slander anyone and must avoid quarreling. Instead, they should be gentle and show true humility to everyone. From what we read in these verses, it looks like level 1 of a job well done is attitude. That's right. Interestingly, Paul does not begin with obedience as we might expect. Rather, he begins with attitude. He tells the believers to submit. Yes, attitude lays the foundation for doing any sort of job well. An employer might say to his employees, I want to congratulate this entire team. You did such a good job working together on this project. You helped one another out. You worked cheerfully as a team. Well done. This word submit that Paul used was a Greek military term. It meant to arrange troops in a military fashion under the command of a leader. But outside of the military, it simply meant a voluntary attitude of giving in, cooperating, assuming responsibility, and carrying a burden. This describes someone who is happy to do their part and to carry their fair share of the load. Yes, the right attitude lays the foundation for doing any job well, and it also makes the job of those we're serving a whole lot more pleasant. Once our heart is in the right place, we're ready for level 2, obedience. After all, we're only truly obedient when our heart and will are on board. When we're given any job to do, we need to be people who can be counted on, trusted to complete the task from start to finish without cutting any corners. Mom might say to her child, "Good job cleaning your room. You did everything I asked. Well done." Then we have level 3, initiative. We need to be ready to do what is good. It's one thing to wait to be asked to do something, but it's another entirely to take the initiative to do a job before anyone ever asks you to do it. When we see that a job needs to be done, an opportunity to step up to the plate, it should be our pleasure and honor to dive right into the task joyfully, wholeheartedly. Dad might say to his teen, "Thanks so much for washing the car yesterday. What a surprise to have it all cleaned before I have to leave for my trip tomorrow. Well done." Going the extra mile will not go unnoticed. Level 4, restraint. Now here, Paul tells us things that we should not be doing. We must not slander anyone and must avoid quarreling. A parent isn't apt to be too pleased with their children's work, no matter how good it might look on the surface, if those children are bickering and complaining and whining and blaming all the way through the process. Part of doing a job well is withholding frustration, anger, bitterness, and blame. I need to do my part faithfully and quietly, no matter what else might be going on around me or even behind my back. Finally, we notice that Paul finished the same way he began, with attitude. Be gentle and show true humility to everyone, he says. Attitude, obedience, initiative, and restraint. Simple truths, but good, solid advice for anyone who is hoping to hear "well done" at the end of their day.